So the point is this, answering your question, when it comes to the issue of segregation, it's only there for the well-being of both genders. So when things are going to be done, it's done in the right way. Islam is the only religion that honors a woman to such a degree that it doesn't talk about what a woman has to offer with her backside or her breasts or her legs or whatever it may be. It treats a woman as a human, and she has more to offer than her beauty. So that's why from a micro level to a macro level, it deals with it.
Read this out.
Can you read that for us?
Yeah, so it says, this was a couple of days ago, Australian Parliament says 1 in 3 workers have been sexually harassed, says report.
Yeah.
And then the Prime Minister of the country, he said that's our culture. Yeah, and then he was coming under kind of, obviously there were some issues with what he said. And there's been certain actresses like Keira Knightley, she says out of all her, the people that work with her, she hasn't come across a single one that hasn't been abused, sexually abused. So there's clearly something wrong with the current system that's in place.
What I want to say in relation to what you said, and you said, I think this is part of the reason why Islam is successful.
Yes.
Because of the what Islam is saying about sex and morality and
We have a
family.
working model.
Yeah, it works because I don't know if you've heard the saying, demographics is destiny. So if you're having more children, if you're having families, then obviously in the process of time, everyone will be Muslim eventually.
Well, the thing is, look, our aim is not let's mass produce babies so we can take over.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying
that.
that.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, the aim is not that. But coming to this topic, for example, do you know how many, I did a study, I was doing a social experiment. There's about, London's population is anywhere between 7 to 10 million. So if there's people coming into work and leaving, about 1 million people have STD. 1 million people have sexually transmitted disease. Now, there are people who are falling in love with each other that are brother and sister, they have no idea. Because their father used to sleep around. Yeah, he used to sleep around with so many women that now there's so many kids that they don't even know that they doing a DNA test. They're like, you guys are brother and sister. And they're like, we're bloody in love. Yeah? Well, if you ask, there's a guy called Apus. Yeah? His name is Apus. He actually believes incest is okay. So he says, and he's an atheist.
Forget him, he's not worth mentioning.
No,
even Dawkins as well.
No, but the thing is, the point is he believes in incest. He said that he's okay if there is no harm, and he never told me about the harm, that if he was in love with his own child, if there was no harm, that he would have intimacy, as it was protected sex, yeah? The point is this, we're going to a direction which is crazy. So, yes, just in a nutshell, no woman, like even now they're trying to pass a new law that sexual catcalling should be a crime. But I think they rejected the notion. But the point is this, how comes, go to any woman here and ask her, how many times have you been catcalled? I bet you, you will not come across a single woman that says that's never happened to me.
Not within like 20 years or something. Back in the day, it used to be more common.
There you go. So now when people come as like Tommy Robinson, the far right, and say, oh, you Muslims are against our Western... Let me tell you something. You know what I tell people like Douglas Murray and Tommy Robinson? Your ancestors are turning in their grave to see what you guys have become. Your ancestors, if they were here, they would look at the Muslims and say, that's more like us. We relate to these people more. So the thing is, what they don't understand is that they have become perverted, not us. We're sticking to our way of life, which is consistent.
In fact, they're copying us.
Yes.
They're saying that even in the workplace, you shouldn't be alone with a woman by yourself.
Yes.
There should be a camera there.
Me too.
Even handshaking.
Yeah.
They're saying, you know what, men are scared to even shake hands.
Yes.
They're even scared to hug and stuff like that. So I would say they're coming more towards
exactly.
the Sharia
Even Lauren Southern, who she's okay now, but I had a discussion with. She was even like in a way, and she was talking about, they tried to come and have a discussion with me. Lauren Southern, do you know her? Yeah. They wanted to shake my hand. So I would keep saying no. I did a tweet and I said, when this thing came out, I said, see, Lauren, this is one of the reasons why. She didn't have much to say because she realized that in the workplace, talking to a woman and touching her knee when you're talking, she might feel uncomfortable. So the point is, Islam has come and give you a solution. Prevention is better than cure. Why go through all of these madness, suffer, and then say, what drastic changes can we make? And this is what Islam, when it comes to segregation, workplace, whatever, because women are sexually objectified and men take full advantage of that. So what we're saying is, let's humanize women again. Let's treat them like human beings. They are not sexual objects. And even when we have discussions with the opposite gender, what do we usually refer to them as? A sister. Why do you know why I use the word sister? Because I know she's been chied up with so many guys and flirted with so many guys and been catcalled so many times. She probably thinks this guy's talking to flirt with me. So I have to say sister. So she's like, sister. okay, you can't really move to your sister in that. So it's just so she feels comfortable. This is the society that we live in.
Well, you can't move to your sister, but with incest nowadays.
Well, if
Lines have
Apus
been
is
blurred.
watching, he's probably would move to his whole family.
Would the Muslim position be that essentially once a girl's reached puberty, she's ready for marriage?
No, it doesn't
Would there
work
be
like
other
that.
conditions?
No, of course. The thing is, in Islam, you cannot cause harm to any individual. So the thing is here, a woman reaching the age of marriage is different, because Allah says in the Quran in Surah Nisa that test the orphans until they reach the age of maturity to give them their wealth. So if you're going to test them to reach an age of maturity, or I don't know if it says marriage, for their wealth, what about their own well-being? If wealth is the factor of you testing them to reach a certain age, and it's money, materialism, what do you think Islam will say about one's own rights of their body? So the thing is, Islam doesn't have an age. What do we mean by that? In this country, it's one size fits all. 16, you can have sex now. And by the way, we have a pandemic of teenage pregnancies all around the UK. Kids having sex behind the bushes. The point is this. Islam says each individual, for example, you need to look at each individual, because there might be a girl that's 16 that's not ready to have sex, but the UK law says yes. But then you go to France is 15. You go to America, it's 14 in certain countries. So the issue here is that we look at this and we say, okay, well, what's going on here? Which one is the benchmark? So what we say is not one shoe fits all. Each individual woman has a right in the context where she knows well, or her parents know well, for example, is she ready? And we don't have this notion of, oh, my daughter's reached 16, get married. We don't have that. I don't know where they get this from.
Well, I don't think non-Muslims have that notion as well. I think it's just they set the age at 16 as a sort of maybe a safeguard.
But how is that safeguarding when there's some girls who are 16 that might not be ready for sex?
Yeah, I mean, I think in this country actually the age of consent used to be even lower. It used to be like 12 or something.
Yeah. Well, if you look
Victorian
at
times.
William Blackstone's book on British common law, the girls were betrothed at the age of 7.
And does betrothed mean engaged or married?
It is engaged at 7 and then get married in like 9 or 12 or something along those lines. So the thing is here, this is nothing new. This happened in history. And also, women change from, certain times, places, climates. It changes, so it's not one size that fits all. But yeah, back to your discussion about the Quran. What's stopping you from accepting Islam?
Well, I mean, you were just bringing up some points about why the Quran is. You believe the Quran
What's your name?
Luka.
Luka, Ali. So nice meeting you. Do you mind going there, because it's so loud here?
All right, yeah, sure.
It's so loud, but I can't barely hear. Let's just go. Turn the camera to which camera? Because it's very loud, bro. It's very loud. I can't hear it. Yeah, stay there. No, we'll just turn it around. Just turn your heads around. Just turn your heads around. It's very loud, man. I can barely hear you. Where's Ishan? Yes, sorry, Luka. Should we stand here? Yeah.
Well, I'm just going to pray and speak to the brother, and I'll come back here
Okay.
tomorrow. Okay. Let me pray, and then I'll come back.
Yeah. So what's stopping you, like?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you're, I mean, obviously you would want me to become a Muslim.
We would like everyone to
Benefit
become
you,
Muslim.
benefit you the most, not him.
Yeah. I mean, what does Islam give you? What does Islam? Why do you believe Islam to be true? What is it about Islam?
Well, let me put it like this. Jabi, press stop and record, because it's a separate discussion. Press pause and continue, it's a separate discussion. These cameras. Yeah.